Hello, thanks for joining me for another review. Right, today we have a beer collaboration with Northern Monk and 18th Street Brewing out of America, and this is part of their Trilogy of 2017, and this is their yeast. It's a double dry hop Saison. It's coming in at 9% ABV, 20 IBUs incidentally. 9%. That's a big beer. So this was the third. Was it the third? Yeah, the third and final part of Good Beer Live number 4. Third beer we've just gone through, and so yeah, I've already opened it. There's a little bit left, but I've got a fair amount in the can just to show you. This is a 440ml can. This one. No information underneath, but yeah, this is part of the 2017. Trilogy, their annual Trilogy Series. I've reviewed the hops already. I haven't got round to trying the black barley one yet, but I may be able to get that soon. We'll see. So this beer was kindly sent by Honest Brew, supporting Good Beer Live. So I'll just quickly give this. So yeah, I mean, if you go on their website, put in the code GOODBEERLIVE. Then it enables you for 10% off your first order over £35 and free shipping. So it's a pretty damn good deal. They do loads of, all the new releases are on there from people like Cloudwater, Verdant, Magic Rock, Northern Monk, Daya, Beavertown. You know, the list goes on. Wylam is another one. It's just all them kind of real top of the run breweries, and there's a few more breweries that are on that bracket as well. So you can go and check them out. Anyway, back to this beer then. I've not had anything obviously from 18th Street Brewing. I should have a quick look to see where they're at, because obviously Northern Monk, as you probably already know, are in Leeds, West Yorkshire in the UK. These guys are out of I'm trying. So it's a microbrewery. Hammond, is it IN? Is that Indianapolis? I'm probably butchering that up. I'll put all the links down below. They're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. They've got a website. All be down below, as well as Northern Monk, of course, and HonestBrew. It's all there. Check it all out. It's all down there. Right. So let's try and liven this beer up a little bit. It was lively pouring out earlier, so maybe it's settled down a bit. It's been out, the can's been open for about an hour or so. There you go. Gentle pour, enough to get my nose in there. So one finger, just off white head. So yeah, it's a nice orangey kind of tone to this, almost like a blood orange. Into the light, yeah, there's no light coming through, but it just brightens it up a little bit, kind of thing. So yeah, nice looking beer. Even a little bit of lacing from earlier. We'll see that in a minute, a bit better. Let's get an aroma then. So it's actually quite hoppy for a Saison. That initial kind of aroma, and then once your senses have got used to that aroma, it changes a little bit. It's a little bit funky. I get more of a Belgian yeast influence. Once you, as I've said, your nasal senses will get used to that aroma. Other aromas start to pop in there. A slight bubblegummy edge maybe. That bit you don't really want. It's almost very kind of, there's a slight kind of perfumey edge, floral, wildflowers, so maybe a touch of honeysuckle, buttercup, that kind of thing. Yeah, but then there's no no disputing that kind of that yeasty edge, which, as the name suggests. So let's give it a try. Cheers. Is that lacing I was on about? It's definitely funky for sure. Still got quite a bit here. It's getting cloudier and cloudier. I mean, it's got that kind of look as if, you know, one of them. It's actually quite dark. I'll go into that in a minute. There is a few ingredients here that I'm not too up on. Is it on the can? I should have said this before I started drinking it really, but oh well. Is there anything on the can? Is there anything on the can? No, can't see anything there. Is there anything on commercial description I can help with? Let me just go into the beer first, what I'm getting. I'm going off in tangents, you know I'm like. Yeah, I mean, there is a kind of a slightly breadiness, like maybe it's like sourdough, that kind of thing. I think this beer is brewed with rye, and that's kind of coming through a little bit. But there's also that funkiness. As I said on the show, I've no idea what an old horse blanket smells like. Never known. I've you know, or I've never tried to eat one or anything like that. But to me, it's more of a kind of a. It's got that kind of. I'm trying to put it into the words because sometimes the words don't come out the way you want to. There's a funkiness about it. There's a slight bubblegummy. It's slightly chewy, although you're not picking up the ABV. It's more of a kind of at the upper end of a medium body. You wouldn't think this was 9% at all. This is drinking stupidly well for the ABV. More for me about a 5.5, pushing 6. You know it's a bigger beer, but you'd never guess it's a 9% beer. So you are getting a little bit of alcohol, but this is drinking so well, so well. Let me just. There's no commercial description at all. Let me just have another look quickly. Oh, here we go. Ingredients: malted barley, wheat, spelt, rye, hops, and yeast. So there you go. So spelt I should do more research on, really, being a beer reviewer. Over nearly 3 years I should kind of know this sort of thing, but I don't. I'm out, I'll put it out there. But yeah, it's a nice looking can for sure. Really nice. If I could put a shadow there you can see a little bit better. But yeah, I've got the light on. But yeah, cracking stuff again from Northern Monk. They're really still one of the best breweries in the UK. There is probably a dozen or so breweries that are they know what they're doing. Apparently this beer was brewed. 18 Street Brewing came over for Dark City that I didn't actually get to go to, and they've done a collaboration in that kind of period of time when they were over here. So good stuff. Come back and do some more. Drinking so well, so moorish, sweet, slightly bitter, not too much on the bitterness, but yeah, great beer, waffling. So for me, regarding a rating, I'm going to give this. I'm going to pitch this about an 8.5 out of 10. 8.5 out of 10 from me, so it's a 4.25 if you're looking on the Untapped scale. Over to Untapped, there it is. It's had a total of 1,177 total check-ins, excuse me, for Untapped. 183 in the last. Oh, excuse me, 183 in the last 30 days. It's had 1,072 ratings of this beer. Total, it's coming in at 3.8. So that's kind of like between, I don't know, a 7.5 and an 8. So there you go. This beer was added on the 1st of December of 2017, I think. Yeah. Anyway, if you've had this one before, let me know what you think. I think Harry from Blue Nose Beer Reviews has recently posted I think he done all 3 beers with, I think it was, I haven't watched it yet, but I'm pretty sure it was with Stuart over at Ginger Ale Trail, so check him out as well. Ginger Ale Trail and Blue Nose Beer Reviews, Harry. So yeah, check that out. I'll put the link down below if I remember. If not, just do a Google search. Thanks to Honest Brew then for sending me the beers. Remember to check them out, and I'll see you on the next review. Cheers.